so maybe I should do an example here first. Do you guys know another way to write the fourth root of x cubed? It's x to the 3/4. X to the 3/4. So this would be rational exponent form. This is radical form. This symbol right here is called a radical because it's just so awesome. And then this is just rational exponent, like fraction exponent. Okay, so on number 1a, we have x to the 2/3. What would that be in radical form? The cubed root of x squared. Short that is. And then they flipped it around. What would that be? Square root x cubed. Okay, notice on square root I didn't put a little 2 out here. That is implied. Okay, on C, okay, what does a negative exponent do?
It put it on the bottom.
Puts it on the bottom. So this is like 5 over x to the 1/2. You guys follow that? The x is on the bottom, but what's the 1/2 power in in radical form? Square root of 2, or square root of, sorry, 5 over x. The second root, the first power. The first power doesn't really do anything. Easton said he can't hear that beeping. No, he can hear it. I said, do you listen to a lot of loud music?
Oh, yeah.
He said, yeah, yes, I have constant ringing in my ears. By the time my grandpa got to 80, he could not hear the phone ring.
80? I mean, he was also 80, though.
Like, yeah, I know. He had a lifetime, like, on tractors, which are very loud. Anyway, so what's the root going to be? 3. Okay, it's 6 to the 1, which is just 6, and x to the second. Okay, are the evens going to trip you guys?
Remember what? Sure.
Okay, on number 2a, the 3 is just going to stay on the outside because it doesn't have a exponent. It's just the y is going to be in the radical. On B, 3 squared is going to be inside the radical, but go ahead and change that to a 9.
A 9?
Yes.
Which part?
2b.
Oh, okay, I see.
3 squared is going to be inside the radical, but go ahead and change that to a 9.
Sure. You're moving slow.
The 9 will be on the inside. Because it's 3 to the 2/5, y to the 2/5. So it's 3 squared, y squared is inside the radical. But 3 squared simplifies to 9.
Why do we have so many problems?
Darn. D is the only one of its kind. Okay, D is a to the 1/10, b to the negative 1/5. What's the problem? Different denominators. So how do I make this the same denominator? Times 2. Change it to a common fraction. So this will be negative 2/10. So the root is 10. What does the negative exponent do? B squared will be on the bottom. very small circle, tall stem. We're gonna go out in the hall during break and you'll be going at the walls with a baseball bat trying to find it. Okay, okay. On 3, we're doing the same thing. Well, going the opposite direction. So this is 5 to the what power? Okay, what's the invisible power right here?
1.
And what's the invisible root right here? So this is 5 to the 1/2 power. Square root of 5. Okay, so this would be y to the 2/3.
I love Satan's. Whoa! You could die, Mr. Jordan.
Easy, Tiger.
Okay. 6 root 2a to the 5th.
What the?
6 root 2a to the 5th. So this is 2a to the 5/6.
Oh.
I wonder if they wrote that separately.
I hate
No,
this.
they wrote it like I did.
These guys suck at doing math. They should have done it for real.
We should have a party when they finally turn that off.
We should have a party when we get to page 200.
No one.
Oh, okay.
Is that in this chapter? Yeah.
Ohio.
We might get there on Friday, maybe.
What?
We should have a
No,
party.
it's like next Monday, actually.
We should have a party next Monday.
Officer.
D. We're gonna have to simplify D first.
You know, it's not that annoying. You just gotta get used to it.
Okay, so let's change each of these individually. The first one is x to the what? 1/2. X to the 1/3. And x to the 1/6. Okay, this simplifies though, right? When we're multiplying the same base, what do we do with the exponents? Add. So what's 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/6? Need a common denominator. So it's 3/6 plus 2/6 plus 1/6. 6/6, which is 1. So this is x to the 1, or just x. Number 5. How far should we get today, do you guys think? Maybe 20?
Oh, that is correct. I literally just said that.
16? We're going to 34.
Oh, can we skip 15 and 16? Can we stop?
15 and 16 are easy.
But they're all ABs is good.
I guess 16.
Certain colors.
We're going to 16.
Yeah, because there's A, B's, and C's on 1 through 6. Okay, number 5. Okay, you could, I kind of feel like they probably didn't want you to do this, but you could cheat on this part. You guys know why?
Don't cheat, Mr. Jordan.
Because it's all numbers.
So you can just
However,
both of them?
Yeah, what does the 1/2 power mean?
Just square.
Square root. What's the square root of these two guys? 3 and 5.
Woo.
See, it's faster without a calculator. That's my theory. 9/25. Okay, B is almost the same except for the exponent is negative. Please tell me you know what that means when the exponent is negative.
Boom.
Right. So it's the same answer on A except for flipped. Okay, so on this one, what's the little 2 mean? Square root. And the 5 means fifth power. It actually doesn't matter which one you do first. You could do the square root first and then take it to the fifth, or you could do the fifth power, which would be gigantic, by the way. 25 to the fifth power is humongous. And then take the square root of that. It's easier if you take the square root first. So if we square root them, still a giant answer. 3 to the fifth is 3, 9, 27, 81, 243. And 5 to the fifth, 125, 625.
They kept running into each other. I did. They kept running into each other.
3,125?
Yes.
Okay, now, yeah, this one, these would actually be easier to do on a calculator. 9/25 to the negative 1.5. Well, you guys know what negative 1.5 is as a fraction, as a mixed number? 3/2. So it's like the square root, cube that, and then flip it. Square root, so 3/5. Cube that, and then flip it.
Stop. Sorry. We have to show that
Square root, cube it, flip it.
Bop it.
That's what I
So
was thinking.
if we're doing
Bop it. What's the other ones? Bop it, turn it.
Twist it.
Have you guys seen the Studio C?
What?
You haven't seen the Studio C video with that?
No.
I have, but that's been like.
It's like they're good. It's
Those guys are
they're playing Bop It. They're like supposed to be kids, and like it starts off normal, and then it says rub it in your armpit, and then they do that, and then they pass it on, and the next person's supposed to like lick it or something.
Ew.
Lick it.
Mr. Jordan, if we do a calculator, can we actually work on number 6?
Yeah, you don't have to show work.
So this is
Let's
what's
go.
Wait,
You know, definition exists.
If they're numbers, the calculator can do it.
Mr. Jordan. Are they not supposed to draw a graph? You know,
Is this on my coordinate plan?
Wait, what are we going to?
Yeah, they're supposed to. They're supposed to be really.
It was 30.
Oh wait, I see it. Oh.
That's kind of tough.
We
Yeah, it
6.
did not copy very well. I need to fix that.
We was 34.
Or you could get graph paper if you wanted to. Okay,
Yes, you did.
I got these half sheets for us. You want this?
Sure.
What?
Okay. If we were not using a calculator, theoretically, what would we do with the exponents here? Because sometimes they'll put like an A right here instead of 16. What do we do with the exponents in this case? Multiply. So this would come out as 16 to the negative 3/4. The fourth root of 16 is 2. 2 cubed is 8. And the negative exponent flips it. So it's 1/8. Now, once we get to number 11, they do put letters in there, so we kind of do need to know how to do this.
A, B, into C, D.
Please stop. You mean that?
Sigma.
Okay. What is 81 to the 1/2 power?
No.
9. I was just thinking, you know how if you say something over and over without thinking, they call that brain rot, like if it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
But then people are saying brain rot over and over.
Oh shoot. Is brain rot, or is brain rot?
Brain rot is becoming brain rot. What's 9 to the 1/2 power?
6.
9 minus 3 is 6. 6 squared is
36.
30 sigma.
Dude.
course grant made me think of brain rot.
I'm a special individual.
You like to repeat things over and over that are meaningless.
Why do you do that? You big back ugly.
Well, at least sigma actually has a meaning, but the context you use it in is meaningless. Okay.
It looks like a funny S.
Bro, you should be.
So both of these are to the negative 2/3. So 8. Shh. Hush. The cube root of 8 was what?
2.
2. 2 squared is, and a negative exponent. Okay, what do we do with the powers here? Multiply. What happens is you divide by 3 and you get 4. So this is just a to the 4th.
Whoa.
So it's 1/4, a to the 4th. They wrote it like this because you could put this over 1 and multiply it together.
Holy mackerel.
I don't know. They're both right. I'm not sure which one the book would put.
Oh no.
They put the second one. Okay. 13. 4x to the negative 3 to the negative 1/2. And the 4x. Okay, did I do that right? Yes. All right. What is 4 to the 1/2 power? 2. So the negative exponent makes it 1/2. And on this one, we would multiply these together. 3 times 1/2 is 3/2. Okay. Does order of multiplication matter?
Yes.
No.
No.
So we can go ahead and do 1/2 times 4
2.
and x times x. What do we do with the exponents here? Add. 3/2 plus 1/2 is 4/2, which is 2. So you could partially use your calculator. Notice on the second one, I did not do 4 to the 1/2 power because this one it was in parentheses, so it's all. This one, the 1/2 is on the x, not the 4. 15. The cost of a certain brand of camera has been increasing 8% a year. A camera now costs $150. Find the cost. This is kind of what we did on the last assignment, but backwards. Like on the last assignment, we had to find the new cost of the camera. Now we have to kind of work backwards to find the original cost of the camera. So what formula did we use for like percent increase and decrease, and decay and growth?
So it's like whatever the price was, 1 plus the rate, and then times the exponent.
Okay, yeah. So on this one, we don't know the original amount. So A is going to stay A. And it's increasing at 8% a year. So what do I do with the 8% increase?
Plus
0.08. Yeah, that makes a big difference whether you put 0.8 or 0.08. So this will be 1 plus 0.08,
Let's go.
which is 1.08. And then it says, oh, no. It does say from now. I read that wrong. So the camera now is $150.
Oh, okay.
So my bad. I was thinking it was saying it was going to be under 50 bucks. We'd actually have to do some math in that case. Okay, yeah, their point is the time is 2 years and 6 months. So what should I put for the time? 2.5, or you could use 2.5, that'd be harder to plug in, but 2.5. You could even use 5/2. That's the improper form. We're talking about money, so it looks like they rounded to the nearest dollar though.
Think about it, girl.
Oh,
6 months is half a year, so 2 years and 6 months is 2.5 years. Okay, anyway, that's whatever. That's an A.
There's a B?
yep.
B is the same thing except for it's 4 years and 3 months.
So it'd be 2.25.
4 years and 3 months. Yeah, shh, hush. 3 months, you could say is 3/12 of a year, because there's 3 months out of 12 months. But yeah, that reduces to 4 1/4. Or if you do 4 times 4 plus 17/4, or 4.25. Okay, so all of those are the same thing, so 4.25, probably the easiest. 17/4 would be hard to plug in, but. And like I said, I think they rounded it to the nearest dollar,
Yep.
so
What if we don't?
Fail.
you lose,
Oh, no.
you lose a pinky.